This audiobook unveils the timeless mysteries of the cosmic stream, the boundless vitality that molds existence. Concealed for ages, this lore has been protected by seers and murmured in holy chambers. Now it's yours to command. Are you prepared to decipher the pattern and seize the untamed force of Genesis? The Vitality Code. Introduction. Nestled in the frost-covered peaks of a forgotten realm, a tattered scroll remained buried for eons, its leaves harboring revelations that would shatter the pillars of mortal insight. Today, these perennial insights resurface, granting you a peek into the core weave of being itself. Vitality, pristine, boundless, and omnipresent, surges through each particle of Genesis. It twirls in the voids amid ideas, throbs within your heart's recesses, and coils across the immense void of space. This essence, dubbed by ancient seers as the cosmic stream, serves as the supreme latch that opens every gate, the cosmic dialect that utters every fact. You now hover at the brink of disclosure. The wisdom you're poised to absorb has been shielded by covert orders hinted in shrine passages and enshrined in enigmatic emblems across eras. This isn't simple speculation or abstract pondering. It's the primal might that forges realms. Envision the cosmos as an endless sea of vitality reacting to each notion, each purpose, each oscillation you project. Your awareness isn't detached from this sea. It's a nexus of perception inside it, able to steer and sculpt these stellar flows. When you grasp this fact, genuinely grasp it, you start perceiving that existence is vastly more malleable than you ever dreamed. The elders recognized that vitality trails cognition. Your notions aren't just neural sparks in your mind, they're concrete powers that wave through the tapestry of being. Each notion bears a distinct oscillation, pulling akin vitalities and realizations. This explains why those who command vitality manipulation appear to warp chance's rules, summoning precisely what they envision. Yet caution, this might entails deep duty. The vitality you command is the identical essence that spawns celestial bodies and carves cosmic voids. It reacts to purpose sans bias, magnifying both radiance and gloom. As you venture into this wisdom, you must select prudently how you'll guide this stellar essence. Part 1. Awakening the Hidden Power Within You. Chapter 1. The invisible vitality that has been directing your existence. In a quaint hamlet amid undulating meadows, young Elias devoted his hours observing silhouettes sway on barriers sans breeze and sensing murmurs of concealed flows that appeared to steer his stride. While peers amused with playthings, he engaged with the unseen strands he perceived linking all nearby. One fall dusk, as the orb tinted the heavens in shades of ochre, a wanderer materialized at the hamlet commons. His sun-scorched visage bore primordial insight, and his gaze gleamed with perceptive radiance. As locals assembled to absorb stories from remote territories, the outsider's stare locked on Elias. "You perceive it as well, don't you?" the wanderer inquired gently, crouching by the lad, the unseen mesh that unites everything. Elias assented, solace flooding as someone at last validated what he'd eternally sensed. The wanderer grinned and slipped a tiny gem into his grasp. Each cognition, each sentiment, each purpose is vitality in flux. Those who comprehend this fact possess the latch to molding their fate. This fact reverberates across epochs, summoning you presently. Like Elias, you've eternally intuited there's more to being than visible. Those unexplainable instants of alignment, occasions when your cognitions appear to realize swiftly the profound sensing of a grander mechanism. These aren't flukes. Each cognition you conceive dispatches waves through the cosmic vitality domain. Each sentiment you experience generates surges that engage the surroundings. Your apprehensions, your yearnings, your convictions all emit particular oscillations that draw matching encounters into your existence. Envision yourself as a vibrant transmission spire, ceaselessly dispatching and absorbing vitality. When you fret over deficiency, you project an oscillation that summons shortage. When you resonate with thankfulness, the cosmos replies with plenitude. This isn't allegory. It's the basic process by which being functions. The right. Perceiving your vitality domain. Locate a serene area sans interruption. Sit easefully with your backbone erect and palms upward. Seal your eyes and inhale thrice profoundly, permitting your perception to root in your form. Now gradually converge your palms till about 6 inches separate. Center your focus on the interval amid them, noticing any tingles, warmth pressure, or faint magnetic tug. This is your individual vitality domain, the identical force that's been forming your being eternally. Slowly shift your palms nearer and farther, sensing how the feeling alters. Devote several minutes exploring this vitality domain, comprehending you're not fabricating it, you're awakening to what's eternally existed. This basic rite initiates your path into mindful vitality command. As you cultivate this perception, you'll commence grasping how your vital signature summons and deflects encounters in your existence. Chapter 2. The obscure doctrines of the primordial vitality experts. In the foggy ridges of the Andes where venerable pines murmur arcana to listeners, Sophia nurtures her plot as she has for 8 decades. Her calloused palms shift with honed elegance, though few grasp she fosters more than mere botanicals, and blooms she sustains the consecrated lore transmitted across innumerable lineages. They attempted to obliterate what we grasped. She utters her gaze harboring insight profounder than epics. The antique Mayans comprehended it. The Romans erected their shrines per its tenets. The brilliant intellects of each era rediscovered these facts merely to have them entombed repeatedly. Sophia delves into the dirt, extracting a stone that appears to throb with internal radiance. Einstein grasped he discoursed of the cosmos's vitality oscillation and resonance. The Platonists instructed it in their Enigma academies. The lore was never vanished, merely veiled, awaiting those primed to absorb it. Across ages, those who commanded vitality manipulation, constructed edifices that still perplex contemporary science, mended the incurable, and realized plenitude at whim. These weren't wonders, they were implementations of cosmic rule. The primordial vitality experts grasped that being itself is pliable, reacting to the concentrated purpose of a disciplined awareness. Our forebears didn't segregate the corporeal from the metaphysical. Sophia proceeds, her tone bearing the gravity of generations. They viewed vitality as the span between realms, the essence that reacts to cognition, sentiment, and purpose. The ziggurats weren't erected by laborers. They were elevated by those who grasped how to modify matter's oscillation itself. The primordial vitality rite. Sit in tranquility as dawn's initial glow caresses the vista. Position your palms upward on your knees, forming a loop with the soil beneath and heavens above. Seal your eyes and inhale profoundly, permitting your perception to broaden past your corporeal confines. Envision a silver strand linking you to every oracle, seer, and expert who preceded. Sense their insight streaming into you like a soft brook. They aren't vanished, their vitality endures, reachable to all who know how to heed. As you inhale, imagine absorbing their antique lore into your being. Let their grasp of vitality manipulation fuse with your awareness. Remain in this link as long as seems apt, knowing that with each inhalation you reclaim your birthright as a vitality command expert. This rite stirs the dormant lore within you, linking you to the heritage of those who grasped being's true essence. The insight of epics courses through your blood, it eternally has. Now is the moment to recollect. Chapter 3. Vitality Codes and Being Manipulation. In the faintly illuminated study of his now vacant estate, Sophia sat before an antique leather-bound volume, its leaves fragile with antiquity. Once she had dominated fortunes via mere gestures. Now insolvency had divested her of all but this enigmatic scroll inherited from her grandfather. When all falters revert to the vitality codes he had murmured on his passing bed. At the time, she had dismissed his utterances as age's delusions, but now tracing the elaborate emblems on the faded leaves, she sensed a surge of something potent. The scroll discoursed of exact recipes, blends of cognition, sentiment, and oscillation that could remodel being itself. Each code was a latch that, when aptly employed, unlocked particular realizations in the corporeal realm. As Sophia examined the initial code crafted to summon plenitude, she observed how the emblems appeared to throb with their own radiance. Following the scroll's directives, she commenced tracing them in the ether, while sustaining particular sentimental oscillations. To her astonishment, within days, unforeseen prospects surfaced. A overlooked venture bore yields a distant associate contacted with a profitable offer. The vitality codes function not via hopeful cognition, but via exact calibration of one's vital output. Like a transceiver must be tuned to the precise oscillation to capture a clear transmission. Realization demands exact synchronization with the oscillation of what you aim to summon. The cosmos reacts not to utterances or aspirations, but to the vital signature you project. The codes act as models aiding you transmit the precise oscillation required to substantiate your yearnings. They are recipes as exact as any numerical equation converting cognition into shape via the alchemy of vitality manipulation. Sacred Rite. Crafting your initial vitality code. Locate a serene area sans disruption. Inhale thrice profoundly, centering yourself in the now. On a blank parchment, sketch a ring with your non-dominant grasp. This circumvents rational intellect and accesses profounder insight. Inside the ring, inscribe your yearning in present tense, using silver ink if feasible. Around the ring, sketch the emblems that intuitively arise. Trust your superior self knows the accurate motifs. Grasp your palms over this individual code and sense the vitality accumulating amid them. Envision this vitality encoding itself into being's tapestry. Sustain this link until you sense a faint shift, a snap into position. Your code is now active in being's tapestry. Bear it with you for 7 days, permitting its consecrated oscillation to fuse wholly with your own vital essence. Keep it near, perhaps folded in your pouch or positioned beneath your cushion as you slumber. The cosmos will commence reacting to this fresh vital signature you've forged, organizing conditions and alignments that match your purpose. Trust in the faint shifts transpiring beneath daily life's facade, for your yearning has been encoded into possibility's infinite domain. Chapter 4. Your Vitality Blueprint. In his moonlit atelier, Marcus stood before a vacant easel, his palms hovering inches from its facade. Since youth, he had perceived sentiments as distinct hues and oscillations. Wrath flared scarlet, delight glittered silver, dread swirled dull brown. But it wasn't until he commenced depicting these oscillations that he unearthed something remarkable. Each individual bore a unique oscillatory mark, a vitality blueprint that dictated what encounters they summoned. Like a stellar imprint, this blueprint transmitted particular oscillations into the cosmos, drawing matching conditions into realization. One winter aurora, while capturing a patron's vitality on easel, Marcus noted something extraordinary. As he modified certain hues in the depiction, his patron's vitality domain shifted in reply. It was then he realized, by mindfully adjusting these oscillations, one could metamorphose their whole being. Your oscillatory mark is not fixed. It is a vibrant, respiring motif that can be mindfully remolded. The constraints you encounter are not fate's fetters, but oscillations you unwittingly sustain. When you learn to interpret and rewrite your vitality blueprint, you acquire the might to summon entirely fresh possibilities. Envision your oscillatory mark as an orchestra. Each cognitive motif, conviction, and sentimental habit contributes its own tone to the overall tune. This tune then resonates with akin oscillations in the cosmos, creating your life's conditions. By altering the tones, you alter your existence's entire composition. Sacred Rite. Perceiving and recalibrating your vitality blueprint. Sit in flawless tranquility, eyes sealed, inhaling profoundly. Imagine your awareness broadening like an orb of pristine radiance. As this orb expands, it commences unveiling your individual vitality domain's hues and motifs. Notice which hues appear most prominently. Where do they course smoothly? Where do they seem stagnant or dissonant? These are the oscillations presently molding your being. Now envision a silver radiance descending from above, Let it contact any disharmony realms, transforming dense vitalities into pure crystalline oscillations. Sense each shift as it transpires, knowing your oscillatory mark is being refined and elevated. Continue until you sense a fresh harmony establishing in your vitality domain. Your blueprint has been recalibrated to a superior oscillation, one that resonates with your profoundest aspirations. The cosmos will now commence reacting to this elevated oscillation, bringing encounters that match your newly encoded potential. Sustain perception of your vitality domain throughout the day, making faint adjustments whenever you feel misaligned. Remember, you're not bound by your current oscillation. You're an expert composer of vitality with the power to rewrite your cosmic mark at whim. Chapter 5. The Truth About Oscillation. In a faintly illuminated workshop brimming with delicate oscillation gauges and advanced surveillance gear, Isabella adjusted her apparatuses with scrupulous care. For years she had dismissed realization as mere fluke, until her data disclosed an undeniable motif. Some individuals consistently attained their yearnings, while others stayed ensnared in cycles of exasperation. The disparity she unearthed lay not in their tactics or convictions, but in the precision of their vital output. Through thousands of gauges, Isabella observed that triumphant realizers maintained remarkably stable vitality oscillations that matched exactly what they sought to summon. Like a transceiver finding flawless reception, their oscillations stayed locked on a single clear channel. Those who labored, however, broadcast scattered oscillations, their vitality leaping between doubt and hope, dread and yearning. Even when they practiced envisioning or affirmations, their underlying oscillation remained unstable, creating static that distorted their realization signal. The cosmos reacts with mathematical precision to the oscillations we emit. When your vitality wavers between different states, the cosmos cannot lock on to your desired oscillation. It's like trying to tune into multiple transceiver stations simultaneously. You end up with noise instead of clear transmission. The key lies not in forcing yourself to believe or working harder, but in achieving vital coherence, a state where your cognition, sentiments, and deeds align into a single pure oscillation. Sacred right. Attuning to the realization oscillation. Find a quiet space sans disturbance. Sit comfortably and seal your eyes. Begin by making a pure humming sound at the oscillation that feels most natural to you. Let this sound resonate through your entire being. As you continue humming, slowly adjust the pitch until you feel a distinct vibration in your chest. When you find the oscillation that creates the strongest resonance, hold it steady. This is your personal power tone. Maintain this tone while bringing to mind your desired realization. Sense how the vibration of your voice aligns with the vitality of your desire. Notice how your entire body becomes a tuning fork, broadcasting a clear, unwavering signal to the cosmos. Practice this toning daily, always seeking that precise oscillation where your vitality feels most powerful and clear. Like a master musician tuning their instrument, you are calibrating your vitality domain to its optimal realization oscillation. Chapter 6. Why you've been trapped in the wrong vitality loops. In a modest dwelling overlooking the metropolis, Lucas sat encircled by old sketches, each one narrating the same tale through different cycles, failed alliances that followed identical motifs, career prospects that slipped away in familiar ways, financial labors that seemed to recur like clockwork. For 30 years he had blamed circumstance, destiny, or misfortune. Yet on this night, as he arranged the sketches chronologically, a pattern emerged that shook him to his core. The cosmos wasn't plotting against him. He was trapped in a vitality loop of his own making. Each experience had left a vital imprint, an oscillatory mark that continued to broadcast into the cosmos. Like a disc stuck in a groove, his vitality domain kept replaying the same oscillations, attracting matching conditions again and again. These loops operate silently beyond conscious awareness. They are formed in moments of intense sentiment, when your vitality domain takes on a particular motif. Unless consciously broken, these motifs become your default oscillation, drawing similar experiences like a magnet draws metal filings. Your vitality domain holds no judgment about whether a motif serves or hinders you. It simply maintains what has been deeply impressed upon it. This is why even those who understand the law of attraction may find themselves stuck in cycles they consciously wish to escape. Breaking free requires more than positive cognition or affirmations. You must first recognize the specific oscillation of your loops, then consciously disrupt them through focused vitality work. This is not about erasing the past, but about releasing its vital hold on your present. Sacred right. Breaking the vitality loop. Take your ledger and divide a page into 3 columns. In the first column, list the motifs that keep recurring in your life. Be specific. Note the exact nature of alliances that repeat, financial situations that cycle, or sentimental states that return. In the second column, recall the original incident that may have created this motif. When did you first experience this type of situation? What sentiments were present? Write without judgment, simply observing the birth of the vitality loop. In the third column, write a new vital declaration for each motif. This is not a mere affirmation, but a conscious rewiring of your vitality domain. Begin each declaration with, "I now release the vitality motif of," and feel the old oscillation dissolving as you write. Complete this rite during the waning moon, when cosmic vitalities naturally support the release of old motifs. As you write, visualize each loop breaking and dissolving, allowing fresh vitality to flow into the spaces where old motifs once circulated. Chapter 7. Activating your Vitality Command Center. In the depths of the Appalachian Ridges, Isabella sat cross-legged before her spiritual mentor, Master Lee. For years, Isabella had tried to manifest change through cognition alone, repeating affirmations and envisionings that yielded no results. Her academic training had taught her rigor, but something was missing. "Your cognitions are darts without fletching." Master Lee observed, his voice carrying ancient wisdom. "They may be pointed, but they cannot fly true without the lift of sentiment and the thrust of determination." The master raised 3 fingers. Cognition provides direction. Sentiment provides fuel. Determination provides thrust. When these 3 align, realization becomes inevitable, like a stream flowing to the ocean. Through the long ridge nights, Isabella learned that her previous attempts at realization had been like trying to ignite a blaze with sparks in the gale. Cognitions without sentimental resonance were hollow purposes, while sentiments without focused cognition were scattered vitalities that dissipated without effect. The true power lay in the Vitality Command Center, the sacred intersection where cognition, sentiment, and determination converge. This center, located in the solar plexus, acts as a transformer, converting raw cosmic vitality into manifested reality. Sacred Right. The Triforce Breath. Sit in silence, spine straight, but not rigid. Place your right hand on your solar plexus, feeling the warmth beneath your palm. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, focusing on your desired outcome with crystal clarity. This is the cognition component. See it in vivid detail. Hold the breath for 4 counts, allowing yourself to feel the sentiment of having already received your desire. Let this feeling fill every cell of your body. This is the sentimental component. Feel it completely. As you exhale for 4 counts, engage your determination by tightening your solar plexus slightly. Feel yourself pushing this combined vitality out into the cosmos with unwavering intention. This is the determination component. Direct it purposefully. Repeat this breath pattern 7 times, maintaining the fusion of cognition, sentiment, and determination throughout. With each cycle, the 3 forces grow stronger, more unified, more potent. This rite awakens your Vitality Command Center, teaching you to harness and direct the 3 fundamental forces of manifestation. Like a master archer who knows that aim, draw, and release must work in perfect harmony, you will learn to orchestrate the trinity of creative power. Each breath cycle strengthens your connection to these ancient forces, allowing them to flow through you with ever-increasing potency. Just as the archer becomes one with bow and arrow, you become the living channel through which cosmic vitality transforms cognition into physical reality. Chapter 8. Vitality Leaks. In a modest ridge hut, Sophia sat with her most devoted pupil, Liam. The old woman's eyes held centuries of wisdom as she lifted a pristine goblet of water. "Watch closely," Sophia whispered. With deliberate motion, she made a tiny hole in the bottom of the goblet. The water began to leak first in drops, then in a steady stream. "This is how most people live, their vitality draining away without their knowledge," she explained. "Just as water seeks the path of least resistance, vitality flows through invisible channels. These channels formed by unconscious motifs, alliances, and environments silently deplete our manifestation power. The cosmos responds not to what you have, but to what you hold," Sophia continued. "When your vitality vessel is full, manifestation becomes effortless, but with holes in your field, you're trying to fill an empty goblet." She revealed 3 primary sources of vitality drainage: toxic alliances that feed off your life force, environments that disturb your natural oscillation, and cognitive motifs that create vital whirlpools pulling you into spirals of depletion. Notice how you feel after certain interactions. She guided that exhaustion isn't just physical, it's your vitality being siphoned away. Each negative cognition, each draining alliance, each discordant environment creates another hole in your vessel. The ancient shield rite. Find a quiet space sans disturbance. Close your eyes and visualize your vitality domain as a sphere of silver radiance extending 3 feet in all directions around your body. Inhale deeply, and with each exhale, imagine this sphere becoming denser, more solid. Feel it transforming from radiance into crystalline vitality, clear, strong, and impenetrable. Now speak these words of power. "I seal my vitality domain against all depletion. My power is contained, protected, and preserved." Visualize any existing vitality leaks as thin streams of radiance flowing outward one by one. See them sealing shut like molten silver, cooling and hardening. Finally, run your hands down your arms, across your torso, and down your legs, feeling the solid boundary of your vitality domain. This shield will maintain its strength as long as you remain conscious of it. "Remember," Sophia said, touching the now empty goblet with a knowing smile, "it's not about how much vitality you can gather. It's about how much you can retain. A sealed vessel, no matter how small, will eventually overflow with power. But a leaking vessel, no matter how large, will always run dry. Like water flowing into a cracked basin, even the mightiest stream of vitality cannot fill what constantly depletes itself. The true master knows that preservation, not accumulation, is the key to lasting spiritual strength." Chapter 9. The Power of Vitality Alignment. In the core of a vibrant bazaar, Sophia stood transfixed before a street bard whose tune seemed to weave being itself. The bard's fingers danced across strings, and as the melody swelled, tokens appeared in his open case, not tossed by passers-by, but materializing as if summoned by the harmony. "You see it, don't you?" the bard asked, noting Sophia's wide-eyed gaze. "When cognition, sentiment, and deed unite in perfect harmony, the cosmos cannot help but respond." The bard revealed himself as Gabriel, an expert of vital alignment. He explained that most people exist in a state of internal conflict. Their cognitions say one thing, their sentiments another, and their deeds betray both. This misalignment creates resistance like static in a transceiver signal, distorting their manifestation power. The cosmos speaks the language of coherence, Gabriel taught. When your entire being resonates at the same oscillation, being bends to match your vibration. He demonstrated by playing 3 distinct notes that when struck together created a perfect chord. Your cognitions are one note, your sentiments another, and your deeds the third. When they harmonize, manifestation becomes instantaneous. The secret Gabriel revealed lies not in forcing alignment, but in allowing it to emerge naturally through conscious awareness. Most seek to control their cognitions, suppress their sentiments, or force their deeds. This creates more resistance. True power comes from letting all aspects of your being flow in the same direction. The threefold harmony rite. Begin by sitting in silence, eyes closed. Place your hands on your lap palms facing upward. First, focus on your cognitions. Let them rise and fall like waves on a shore. Don't judge or try to change them. Simply observe their natural rhythm. Next, become aware of your sentiments. Feel them as colors or sensations in your body. Again, don't try to change them. Just experience their flow. Now notice your body's natural impulse to move or act. Perhaps there's a slight swaying, a desire to shift position, or a gentle tension asking for release. As you observe these three aspects, cognition, sentiment, and deed, imagine them as three streams of radiance: gold, silver, and bronze. Watch as these streams naturally begin to weave together, forming a single braid of radiance. Don't force this merger, allow it to happen organically through your awareness. When you feel the three streams unite, hold that sensation. This is your point of perfect coherence, where manifestation becomes effortless. Practice this alignment for a few minutes each morning, gradually extending the duration as it becomes more natural. Remember, Gabriel said, plucking one final chord that seemed to ripple through the fabric of being. You are not learning to create. You are remembering how to allow creation to flow through you, unimpeded. Chapter 10. The Awakening. In the core of a venerable shrine, an expert carver named Arya labored tirelessly on a masterpiece. Unlike other artists who shaped wood or marble, Arya carved with pure vitality. Her hands moved through the ether, weaving invisible strands of purpose into tangible shapes. Those who watched her work spoke of seeing beings shimmer and bend around her fingertips. You, like Arya, are an architect of vitality. Every moment, whether conscious or not, you shape the tapestry of existence through your vital emanations. The cosmos is not a static backdrop to your life. It is a responsive medium that takes form according to your vital blueprint. Envision yourself standing in the center of a vast cosmic carving studio. The raw material of being surrounds you, waiting to be molded by your vital signature. Your cognitions are not mere electrical impulses in your brain. They are the preliminary sketches of tomorrow's being. Your sentiments are not just feelings. They are the force that brings these sketches to life. The ancient masters understood this truth intimately. They knew that every human being was granted the divine power of creation, not as a gift to be earned, but as an inherent quality of existence. Yet most walk through life unconsciously wielding this power, creating by accident, rather than design. To step into your role as a vitality architect requires more than understanding. It demands acceptance of your creative power. Many shrink from this responsibility, finding comfort in believing themselves powerless. But you have chosen to awaken to your true nature. The Vitality Architect's Initiation Ceremony. Find a quiet space sans disturbance. Light a white taper symbolizing pure potential. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, arms extended to your sides, palms facing forward. Speak these words with unwavering conviction. I acknowledge my power as a vitality architect of being. I accept responsibility for my creations, both conscious and unconscious. I claim my birthright as a shaper of existence. From this moment forward, I choose to create with awareness and purpose. Let all that I manifest serve the highest good. As you speak each line, imagine vitality flowing from the cosmos into your crown, down through your body, and out through your palms. Draw your hands together in front of your heart, forming a triangle with your thumbs and index fingers. This represents your commitment to conscious creation. Hold this position for several minutes, feeling the weight and power of your declaration. Complete the ceremony by touching the earth, grounding your new awareness in physical being. This is not merely a ceremony. It is a vital contract with the cosmos, marking your transition from unconscious creator to conscious vitality architect. Part 2. The Secret Laws of Vitality Manipulation. Chapter 11. The Ancient Formula of Vitality Alchemy. In the depths of a venerable archive where shadows danced on weathered barriers, Liam unearthed a leather-bound tome covered in odd emblems. As his fingers traced the intricate patterns, The air around him seemed to throb with otherworldly vitality. The manuscript spoke of a sacred sequence, a formula so precise it could transmute the very fabric of being. Through its leaves, Liam learned that every manifestation follows an immutable order. First comes awareness, the recognition of vitality's presence, then intention, the focused direction of will, followed by alignment, the harmonizing of cognition and sentiment, and finally, release, the surrender to cosmic flow. You hold within you this same transformative power. Just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you can transmute raw sentimental vitality into manifest being. The key lies not in suppressing or controlling sentiments, but in understanding them as pure creative force. When anger rises, it need not destroy. It can be channeled into determination. When grief wells up, it can be transformed into deep appreciation. When fear emerges, it can become the catalyst for courage. These are not mere psychological shifts, but actual vital transmutations that alter the quantum domain around you. The sacred formula works thus. Begin by becoming fully aware of the vitality present within you. Feel it without judgment or resistance. Next, set your intention clearly, not as a wish, but as a vital decree. Then align your entire being with this intention, allowing no contradictory oscillations to remain. Finally, release your creation to the cosmos, sealed with unshakable belief. Vitality transmutation rite. Sit in silence and identify a sentimental vitality present within you. Place your hands over your heart, feeling this vitality as pure oscillation. Visualize this vitality as colored radiance gathering between your palms. Watch it pulse and swirl, acknowledging its power without attempting to change it. Now state your intended transformation. This vitality of current sentiment transforms into desired outcome. Draw the vitality up through your body, allowing it to shift and change as it rises. Sense it transmute into its new form. As it reaches your crown, project this transformed vitality outward through your hands, directing it toward your chosen manifestation. Seal the transformation by touching your forehead, heart, and solar plexus in sequence, affirming, "It is done." This rite, performed with dedication and an open heart, awakens the alchemist within you, revealing the master key to conscious creation. Like the ancient seers who transformed base metals into gold, you too possess the innate power to transmute vitality from one form to another, shaping your being with purposeful intent. Chapter 12. How to tune your body to the oscillation of power. In a sunlit pavilion filled with the ethereal notes of a flute, Liam stood before his spiritual mentor, Helena. As the last oscillations of the melody faded into silence, Helena gestured to the instrument in Liam's hands. "Notice how your flute requires perfect tuning to produce its purest sound," Helena said, her voice carrying the weight of ancient wisdom. "Your body, your vitality vessel demands the same precise calibration." Through their sessions together, Liam discovered that just as a flute reed's tension affects its pitch, his body's alignment influenced his vital oscillation. When his posture slumped, his vitality dimmed. When his breath was shallow, his manifestations weakened. But when he stood tall, breathing deeply, his entire being resonated with power. Helena taught him that the human form is nature's most sophisticated instrument. Every cell vibrates at a specific oscillation, and when these oscillations harmonize, being itself begins to shift. The key lies in maintaining what Helena called the creator's posture, a state of physical alignment that allows vitality to flow without restriction. "Your spine is the conductor's baton," Helena explained, guiding Liam's shoulders back and head upward. "Your breath is the reed that draws forth the music of manifestation. Your movements are the dance that weaves being into being." Through this understanding, Liam learned to identify subtle vital distortions in his body, tension in his shoulders, that muffled abundance, tightness in his chest, that blocked love, rigidity in his hips that prevented progress. As he released these physical constraints, his manifestations became more powerful, more precise. Sacred vessel alignment rite. Stand barefoot on the earth or floor. Feel your feet rooting deeply into the ground. Inhale slowly, imagining silver radiance rising from the earth through your feet, up your spine, expanding your chest, reaching the crown of your head. As you exhale, let your arms float upward, palms facing the sky. Feel yourself as a living antenna receiving and transmitting pure creative vitality. Begin a gentle swaying motion, like a reed in the wind, allowing your body to find its natural rhythm. With each sway, feel your vitality domain expanding, becoming clearer, more refined. Hold this position for 7 breaths. Each inhale, drawing in cosmic power. Each exhale, releasing vital blocks. Complete the rite by bringing your hands to your heart, fingers interlaced, acknowledging yourself as a perfectly tuned instrument of creation. Feel the warmth radiating from your palms, pulsing with the sacred rhythm of your heartbeat. In this moment of perfect stillness, recognize that you are a living bridge between heaven and earth, blessed with the divine power to manifest your deepest desires into physical form. Chapter 13. The Quantum Resonance Principle. In the sterile confines of her quantum physics workshop, Sophia stood frozen, staring at her experimental results. The quantum particles she'd been studying had behaved impossibly, responding not to her equipment, but to her cognitions. When she'd imagined them moving right, they moved right. When she'd wished them to spin slower, they decelerated. For 5 days, she repeated the experiment, documenting every instance where being bent to awareness. Her rational mind struggled against what the data revealed. Human purpose could influence matter at its most fundamental level. Late one evening, as she reviewed her findings, an elderly assistant named Elena paused at her door. The cosmos. Elena said, her voice carrying an unexpected authority, operates on resonance, not reason. Elena revealed herself as a keeper of ancient quantum wisdom, explaining how the quantum resonance principle governed all manifestation. When your vitality matches the oscillation of what you desire, creation is instantaneous, like 2 tuning forks vibrating in perfect harmony. Through Elena's guidance, Sophia learned that manifestation delay wasn't about time. It was about oscillation mismatch. Doubt created interference patterns. Impatience generated conflicting oscillations. Resistance produced canceling waves that nullified manifestation power. Your cognitions are quantum transmitters, Elena explained, producing a set of gem-singing bowls, but they must maintain a coherent oscillation to manifest instantly. Sacred resonance attunement. Sit in absolute stillness, eyes closed. Play or imagine the note of G sharp, which resonates at 852 Hz, the oscillation of intuition. As the sound fills the space, visualize your desire as pure radiance pulsing at this exact oscillation. Breathe slowly, matching your breath to the sound's rhythm. Feel your entire being aligning with this oscillation. When resistance arises, let the sound wash it away. When doubt surfaces, let the vibration dissolve it. Maintain this resonance for 7 minutes, allowing your vitality domain to stabilize at this manifestation oscillation. Complete the rite by humming the note yourself, feeling your body become a living tuning fork of creative power. Let the vibration resonate through every cell, every atom of your being. As you merge with this sacred oscillation, you transform into a pure channel of manifestation vitality, ready to birth your desires into physical form. Feel the tingling sensation as your entire vital field aligns with this divine oscillation. Your physical form becomes lighter, more ethereal, as though you exist simultaneously in both the material and spiritual realms. In this heightened state of oscillatory harmony, you become one with the infinite creative force of the cosmos, a conscious co-creator prepared to shape being through the power of sacred sound. Before we get into the next chapter, you can download a free ebook version of this audiobook using the link in the pinned comment below this video. Chapter 14. Cognition Forms and Vitality Echoes. In a dimly lit loft, Isabella sat at her drafting table, staring at yet another denial notice. For 20 years, she had poured her essence into designs that patrons dismissed with standard replies. Each denial strengthened an invisible force, a cognition form built from years of self-doubt and frustration. One evening, as moonlight filtered through her skylight, An ancient volume tumbled from her shelf. Its faded leaves revealed wisdom about the living nature of cognitions. Isabella learned that every cognition she'd ever had about her design career had crystallized into a vital entity, actively shaping her being. The volume spoke of cognition forms as living oscillations that echo through the cosmos long after their creation. These ethereal constructs, born from concentrated cognition and sentiment, became autonomous forces that either aided or hindered their creator. Isabella began observing her mental motifs. She noticed how her cognitions of inadequacy had grown into a dense veil that surrounded her designs, repelling success. Yet when she designed with pure delight, untainted by fear of denial, her creations seemed to glow with an inner radiance. Through daily rite, Isabella learned to dissolve the negative cognition forms she'd unconsciously created. She visualized them as dark veils dissipating in bright sunlight. In their place, she carefully constructed new cognition forms of success, weaving them with threads of confidence and purpose. Sacred cognition form, transmutation. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Breathe deeply until your mind becomes still like a clear pool. Visualize a sphere of silver radiance hovering before you. This is your cognition form viewing screen. Allow any negative cognition motifs to appear within this sphere. Watch as they take shape, perhaps as dark veils, thorny vines, or heavy stones. Invoke the emerald flame of transformation. See it surrounding these negative forms, dissolving them completely until nothing remains but pure, clean vitality. Now shape this purified vitality into a new cognition form. Imagine it as a brilliant gem or a radiant orb that embodies your desired being. Infuse this new form with pure purpose and positive sentiment. Watch it pulse with life, growing stronger with each breath. Finally, release this empowered cognition form into the cosmos. See it multiplying, creating a network of radiance that attracts your desired experiences. Feel the lightness in your being as the old motifs dissolve and new empowering oscillations take root in your vitality domain. Chapter 15. Mastering the Sentiment Manifestation Link. In the grand arena after hours, Liam performed alone, his movements flowing with raw sentiment. Each gesture carried the weight of his unfulfilled dreams until one night when everything changed. As he leaped across the empty platform, sweat streaming down his face, the air around him began to shimmer. In that moment of pure, uninhibited feeling, his deepest desire manifested. A contract offering him the starring role he had yearned for lay waiting in his locker. The cosmos responds not to the words we speak, but to the sentimental vitality we radiate. Cognitions alone are like whispers in a storm, but when charged with genuine feeling, they become commands that the cosmos cannot ignore. Your sentiments are not mere reactions to life. They are creative forces that shape being itself. When you infuse your purposes with authentic feeling, you activate an ancient power that transcends ordinary manifestation. This is why two people can speak the same words, yet achieve vastly different results. One speaks from the mind, while the other speaks from the depths of their being. Every sentiment carries a unique oscillation. Delight vibrates differently than contentment, passion differently than peace. Understanding this subtle language of feeling allows you to fine-tune your manifestations with extraordinary precision. Yet many resist their sentiments, believing them to be obstacles rather than allies. They attempt to manifest from a place of sentimental numbness, wondering why their desires remain unfulfilled. True power lies not in suppressing your feelings, but in channeling them purposefully. Sacred Sentimental Activation Rite. Find a private space where you can move freely. Stand with your feet planted firmly on the ground, arms relaxed at your sides. Close your eyes and recall a moment of pure delight. Not just the memory, but the raw feeling itself. Allow it to fill your body completely. Begin to move as this sentiment guides you. Let your body express what words cannot. This might be a gentle sway or an ecstatic performance. Trust whatever emerges. As you move, focus on your desired manifestation. Feel it as if it has already happened. Let the sentiment of having your desire fulfilled course through every cell of your being. Continue until you sense a shift in the vitality around you, a lightness, a tingling, or a warm glow. This is the moment your sentimental oscillation has aligned with your purpose. Hold this state for several breaths, knowing that this feeling is the exact vibration that will draw your desire into physical form. When complete, place your hands over your heart, sealing this sentimental blueprint into your vitality domain. Feel the warmth emanating from your palms as they rest against your chest, anchoring this oscillation deep within your being. Carry this feeling with you throughout your day, knowing it now radiates as a constant signal to the cosmos, a beacon of pure purpose that draws your desires ever closer to manifestation. Let this vital signature become part of your natural state, as familiar as your own breath. Chapter 16. The Art of Transmuting Fear into Power. In the depths of the Andean ridges, Liam found himself face to face with an ancient seer who lived in solitude. Trembling from both the chill and his inner turmoil, Liam shared how fear had paralyzed his life since returning from expedition. The seer smiled, placing a single lantern between them. "Watch the flame," he instructed. "Like fear, it can either scorch you or illuminate your path. The choice lies not in fighting it, but in how you channel its power. Fear and power flow from the same wellspring of vitality. When you resist fear, you create a dam that blocks all vitality flow, including the very force needed for manifestation. But when you embrace fear, recognizing it as concentrated life force, you unlock a reservoir of pure creative potential. Your fears are not your enemies. They are dormant power sources waiting to be activated. Each anxiety, each moment of dread carries within it the exact vitality required to manifest its opposite. The cosmos operates through perfect balance. Where there is great fear, there is also great power. Think of fear as compressed vitality, like a coil waiting to be released. When you resist it, the coil remains tightly wound, draining your strength. But when you learn to direct this force consciously, that same vitality transforms into unstoppable momentum. The art of vitality inversion reveals that what terrifies you most contains the seeds of your greatest power. Those who master this truth no longer seek to eliminate fear. They learn to harness it, transforming it into fuel for manifestation. Fear Transmutation Ceremony. Sit in darkness with a single lantern before you. Close your eyes and summon your deepest fear, allowing it to fill your awareness completely. Feel it in your body, the tension, the trembling, the resistance. Place your palms up on your knees, acknowledging this fear as pure vitality. Breathe deeply into the sensation, not trying to change it, simply observing its raw power. As you exhale, imagine this vitality flowing down through your body into the earth, then rising back up, transformed like mist turning to vapor. Feel it changing form, becoming lighter, more refined. With each breath, direct this transformed vitality toward your highest purpose. Let the power that once paralyzed you now fuel your deepest desires. Continue until you feel a shift, a moment when fear dissolves into pure creative force. Finally, open your eyes and gaze into the lantern flame. See in its light the transformed vitality of your fear, now burning bright with possibility. Notice how the flame dances and flickers, mirroring the living force you've awakened within. Place your hand over your heart, feeling its steady rhythm beneath your palm, sealing this transmuted vitality within your being. Let this moment anchor itself in your awareness, a testament to your power to transform what once held you back into the very force that propels you forward. Chapter 17. Sacred Symbols and Vitality Amplifiers. In a sunlit workshop overlooking the Pacific, Sophia traced intricate patterns in her notebook, unaware that she was about to unlock an ancient secret. As her pen moved across the page, creating coils and geometric forms, she noticed something extraordinary. Certain shapes seemed to vibrate with their own inner radiance. The cosmos speaks in symbols. Every culture throughout history has known this truth, encoding their deepest wisdom into sacred geometries, glyphs, and mandalas. These are not mere decorative elements, they are vitality condensers capable of storing and amplifying purpose. When you create a symbol with focused purpose, You forge a direct link between cognition and form. This process bypasses the conscious mind's limitations, speaking directly to the cosmic domain that shapes being. Each line, each curve becomes a vessel for pure creative force. The power lies not in the complexity of the symbol, but in the vitality invested during its creation. A simple ring drawn with absolute purpose carries more force than an elaborate design made without purpose. Your focus during the creation process infuses the symbol with life force, transforming it into a living bridge between cognition and manifestation. Ancient seers understood that certain geometric patterns naturally amplify vitality. The coil draws power inward, concentrating it. The pyramid directs vitality upward, transforming it. The ring contains and protects. By combining these elements mindfully, you create a unique vitality signature, a personal code that the cosmos recognizes. Sacred symbol creation rite. Begin with a blank white parchment and a pen. Close your eyes and hold your purpose clearly in your mind. Feel its essence, its sentimental core. Let this vitality flow down your arm into your hand. Draw the first shape that comes to you without judgment or analysis. Continue adding elements until the symbol feels complete. Trust your intuition, it knows the language of vitality. Once complete, place both hands over the symbol, feel the vitality you've encoded within it. Breathe life into it with 3 slow breaths, imagining each exhale charging the symbol with power. Finally, trace the symbol with your finger 3 times, sealing your purpose within its form. This is now your personal vitality amplifier, a living bridge between cognition and manifestation. Place this symbol where you will see it daily, allowing it to continuously broadcast your encoded purpose into the cosmic domain. Each glance reinforces its power. Each moment of recognition strengthens its signal. Remember, the symbol is not the source of power. It is a focal point for the vitality you already possess. Through it, your purpose becomes a constant pulse in the tapestry of being, drawing your desire ever closer to manifestation. Like a beacon calling vessels to shore, or a magnet aligning scattered metal filings, your symbol serves as an anchor point for the cosmic forces you've set in motion. Each time your eyes fall upon it, your purpose resonates anew through the ethereal plane, strengthening the bridge between cognition and physical being. Chapter 18. The Hidden Science of Vitality Infusion. In a small atelier filled with the gentle hum of mechanisms, Sophia carefully assembled her final masterpiece. For 60 years, her hands had crafted exquisite devices, yet she never understood why her patrons reported strange occurrences, prosperity healing, and unexpected opportunities following their acquisitions. Every object holds a vital memory, like fluid-absorbing minerals. As it flows through rock, physical items naturally collect and store the vitality of their surroundings and those who handle them. This principle extends beyond mere objects. Spaces, structures, and even living beings become vessels for vital imprints. The ancient shrines still pulse with the invocations of countless devotees. Family relics carry the sentimental resonance of generations. Your abode absorbs the vitality of every cognition, every feeling, every moment lived within its walls. This is not mysticism. It is the fundamental nature of vitality itself. You possess the innate ability to consciously direct and embed vitality into any physical form. When you understand this power, every object becomes a potential ally in your manifestation rite. Your workspace can be programmed to enhance creativity and focus. Your resting chamber can be charged to promote deep healing and repose. Even your everyday items can be transformed into powerful tools for personal transformation. The key lies in the clarity of your purpose and the purity of your focus during the charging process. Like fluid taking the shape of its container, vitality flows into and fills whatever vessel you choose. The object or space then holds this charge, broadcasting it continuously into its surroundings. Object charging ceremony. Hold the chosen object in both hands. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing your vitality to flow through your palms. Visualize your purpose as pure radiance entering the object, filling every molecule. Speak your purpose aloud 3 times, each time imagining the words being absorbed into the object's structure. Feel the item growing warmer, vibrating with the vitality you're transferring. Complete the charging by drawing a circle of radiance around the object with your right hand, sealing the vitality within. The object is now programmed, ready to serve as an anchor for your purpose in the physical world. This rite transforms ordinary items into powerful vitality transmitters, each one working continuously to manifest your desires. Choose objects you interact with regularly. Adornments, keys, or decorative items to maintain constant contact with your programmed purposes. With every touch, these charged items pulse with oscillatory vitality, broadcasting your desires into the cosmic domain. The more meaningful the object is to you personally, the stronger its capacity to hold and amplify your purpose. Even the simplest items, when properly charged, become sacred tools in your manifestation rite. Chapter 19. Unlocking the power of cognitionless manifestation. In a secluded ridge retreat, Marcus sat cross-legged, his contemplation beads worn smooth from years of desperate supplications. Despite countless manifestation attempts, vision boards, and affirmations, his desires remained stubbornly out of reach. Some manifested instantly, while others refused to materialize regardless of his dedication. The cosmos operates through paradox. The tighter you grasp at what you want, the more it slips through your fingers. True power lies not in constant focus on your desires, but in creating space for them to manifest naturally. Like a garden, manifestation requires both careful tending and the wisdom to step back, allowing growth to unfold in its own time. Your vitality domain becomes constricted when you obsess over outcomes. This constriction creates resistance, blocking the very things you seek. The masters of manifestation understand that certainty does not require attachment. They plant their purposes firmly in the fertile soil of possibility, then release them completely, knowing with absolute confidence that the cosmos will respond in perfect timing. Think of fluid. It flows effortlessly around obstacles, never forcing its way through. This is the nature of masterful manifestation. You set your purpose with crystal clarity, then release it into the cosmic flow, maintaining unwavering faith while detaching from specific outcomes. The paradox lies in simultaneously knowing your desire will manifest, while completely releasing your grip on how and when it appears. This state of conscious surrender opens channels that desperate wanting keeps closed. Your role is not to orchestrate every detail, but to maintain the perfect balance between purpose and release. Release technique. Sit in silence and bring your desire clearly into focus. Feel the sentiment of having already received it, allowing joy and gratitude to fill your being. Now imagine your desire as a glowing sphere of radiance in your hands. With complete trust, lift your hands skyward and release this sphere into the cosmos. As it floats away, say these words: I release this desire to the infinite wisdom of the cosmos, knowing it returns to me in its perfect form and perfect timing. Feel the lightness that comes with true surrender. Your desire is no longer a burden you carry. It is a seed planted in fertile cosmic soil, growing according to universal law. Each time attachment or anxiety arises, return to this sensation of peaceful release. This rite transforms manifestation from a struggle into a dance of co-creation with the cosmos. You become a channel through which desires flow naturally, rather than a force trying to bend being to your will. In this space of sacred surrender, miracles unfold effortlessly like a leaf, carried gently downstream. Your desires now move in perfect harmony with the cosmic currents. You have discovered the paradox at the heart of manifestation. The true power lies not in control, but in trust. When you release your grip on outcomes and allow the infinite intelligence of the cosmos to work through you, doors open that you never knew existed. Chapter 20. The Ultimate Test. In the heart of a thriving metropolis, Sophia sat at her marble desk, questioning whether her vitality work had any real effect. For months, she had practiced the ancient techniques, yet doubt lingered in her mind. Then one morning, everything changed. Walking to her usual tea house, she thought about needing exactly $562 for an unexpected expense. Within hours, a colleague she hadn't heard from in years reached out with a collaboration offering precisely that amount. At first, she dismissed it as coincidence, but then the signs became impossible to ignore. The cosmos speaks through precise numbers, repeated symbols, and perfectly timed encounters. When your vitality code activates, being begins responding with mathematical precision. A cognition about an old associate leads to them contacting within minutes. A specific need materializes through unexpected channels. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations of your vital alignment. The first sign of activation is accelerated manifestation. What once took months now appears in days or hours. The second sign is heightened intuition. You begin to know things without logical explanation. The third sign is vital feedback, immediate responses from the cosmos confirming cognitions and purposes. You'll notice an increase in meaningful coincidences, often called synchronicities. These are actually messages from the cosmos confirming your vitality code is active. Numbers may appear repeatedly, especially ones that hold personal significance. Physical sensations, tingles, warmth, or subtle vibrations may accompany your manifestation work. Trust these signs when they appear. Each synchronicity strengthens your connection to cosmic vitality. When you acknowledge these messages, they increase in oscillation and clarity. Your vitality domain becomes more refined, allowing for clearer communication with the cosmic forces. Ancient synchronicity rite. Create a sacred ledger dedicated solely to tracking cosmic signs. Each evening, record the following: any immediate manifestations you experienced, meaningful coincidences or synchronicities, physical sensations during vitality work, numbers or symbols that appeared repeatedly, intuitive hits that proved accurate, unexpected opportunities that aligned with your purposes. Write without judgment or analysis, simply document what occurs. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing how the cosmos speaks to you personally. This record becomes your evidence of activation, dissolving doubt and strengthening your trust in the process. After each entry, close your eyes and say, "I am attuned to the cosmic language of vitality." Each sign confirms my connection to infinite power. This rite creates a feedback loop, amplifying your ability to recognize and interpret cosmic messages. As your awareness grows, the signs become clearer and more frequent, confirming your role as a conscious creator in the cosmic dance of vitality. Part 3. Transcending Limits and Rewriting Reality. Chapter 21. Reality Hacking. In a small lakeside village, Liam stood at his window watching the waves lap against the shore. Something felt different that morning. The light seemed to curve unusually, and memories that weren't his own flooded his consciousness. He saw himself in a villa overlooking the same lake, then in a humble canoe, and finally in a weathered hut, all existing simultaneously. These weren't dreams or imagination. They were glimpses into parallel lives he was living across different timelines. Time is not linear. It is a vast ocean of possibilities, each choice creating new branches of being. Every decision you make splits being into multiple paths, and you unconsciously navigate these paths through your vitality oscillation. When you understand this truth, you gain the power to consciously select which timeline you inhabit. Your current being is simply the timeline that matches your dominant vitality motif. By shifting your vitality, you automatically jump to a timeline that resonates with your new oscillation. This is why some people seem to live enchanted lives, while others struggle. They have unconsciously mastered the art of timeline selection. The key to timeline jumping lies in quantum resonance. When you align your vitality perfectly with a desired being, you naturally shift into that timeline. This isn't about wishful cognition, it's about vital precision. You must become an exact oscillatory match to the being you wish to experience. Timeline navigation right. Find a quiet space sans disturbance. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize your current timeline as a path of radiance beneath your feet. Now imagine countless other paths branching out in all directions, each one representing a different version of your life. Feel the vitality of your desired timeline. See it glowing brighter than the others. Allow your body to resonate with its oscillation. When the resonance feels complete, mentally step onto this new path. Feel the shift in your vitality as you align with this new being. Seal this alignment by declaring, I now exist in the timeline where, state your desired being, is my natural state of being. Remain in this state for several minutes, allowing your vitality domain to stabilize in the new oscillation. Open your eyes slowly, knowing you have initiated a timeline shift. This rite should be performed during the quantum hours just before dawn or dusk, when the veil between timelines is thinnest and cosmic vitalities are most receptive to conscious purpose. These sacred moments, known to seers throughout the ages, create a bridge between potential realities. During these twilight periods, your ability to shift between parallel existences reaches its peak. Repeat this ceremony daily with unwavering faith and clear purpose until you notice being conforming to your chosen path. The signs of alignment will begin subtly at first, then grow increasingly apparent, as awareness becomes fully attuned to your desired timeline. Chapter 22. Sealing your vitality domain. In the heart of a thriving metropolis, Sophia's advisory practice flourished, yet she felt increasingly depleted. Each advisee who left her office seemed rejuvenated while she grew weaker. One evening, as she reflected in her courtyard, an ancient truth revealed itself. Her vitality domain was like a vessel with countless tiny holes leaking precious power into the world around her. Your vitality domain, your aura, is more than just a protective barrier. It is a concentrated sphere of manifestation power. When this domain remains intact, your manifesting abilities operate at peak efficiency. Yet most people move through life with their vitality domains compromised, wondering why their desires materialize slowly or not at all. Think of your aura as a pressure chamber. When sealed properly, it builds tremendous manifestation force. But even the smallest breach can release this pressure, dissipating your power before it reaches critical mass. This is why some people seem to manifest effortlessly while others struggle. They have unconsciously maintained their vitality seal. The cosmos responds not to the intensity of your desire, but to the concentration of your vitality domain. A sealed aura acts as an amplifier, multiplying your manifestation power exponentially. Those who master this art find their desires materializing with shocking speed and precision. Vitality Sealing Ceremony. Stand in a quiet space and close your eyes. Imagine your vitality domain as a sphere of silver radiance extending 3 feet in all directions around your body. See any leaks or tears in this domain as darker spots or holes. Breathe deeply and raise your hands, palms facing outward. As you exhale, visualize pure emerald radiance flowing from your palms, sealing these breaches. Continue until your entire vitality domain glows uniformly, without any dark spots. Now create 3 layers of protection first. A layer of silver radiance for manifestation power. Second, a layer of indigo radiance for wisdom and discernment. Third, a layer of amethyst radiance for spiritual protection. Speak these words with authority. I seal my vitality domain against all depletion. My power remains concentrated and pure. Only that which serves my highest good may enter this sacred space. Complete this ceremony at sunrise, when cosmic vitality is most conducive to strengthening personal power. Feel the first rays of dawnlight washing over you, infusing your being with pure crystalline vitality from source. As the sun climbs higher, your connection to cosmic power grows stronger, making this the perfect moment to establish your protective shield. Your sealed vitality domain will maintain its integrity for approximately 24 hours, making daily renewal essential for consistent manifestation strength. Think of this rite as spiritual nourishment, just as your physical body requires daily sustenance. Your vitality domain needs regular reinforcement to remain vibrant and powerful. Chapter 23. The Hidden Influence Code. In the grand halls of an institutional building, Liam stood before hundreds, his words weaving through the audience. Yet it wasn't his eloquent discourse that transformed the skeptical crowd into eager supporters. It was something far more subtle and powerful. Years earlier, a roaming seer had revealed to Liam a truth that would forever change his understanding of influence. "Your words," the seer had said, "are merely ripples on the surface. True power lies in the unseen currents beneath." Through patient observation and practice, Liam discovered that every human interaction is primarily vital. When he learned to consciously direct his vitality domain, he could shift the atmosphere of an entire room without speaking a word. A slight adjustment in his own oscillation could dissolve tension, inspire confidence, or create instant rapport. This power of vital influence operates through the law of resonance. Just as a tuning fork can cause another to vibrate at its oscillation, your vitality domain naturally influences those around you. This is why you sometimes feel uplifted or drained in certain company. You are experiencing their vital influence whether they intend it or not. The key to conscious vitality influence lies in maintaining a clear purpose while remaining completely neutral in your expression. Your vitality domain must be like still water, pure, transparent, yet deeply powerful. When you project specific oscillations with purpose, others naturally align with your vitality without feeling manipulated or pushed. Begin by cultivating awareness of your own vitality domain. Notice how it expands and contracts, how it responds to different situations and people. Then, practice holding specific oscillations, peace, confidence, joy, while maintaining a neutral exterior. Your vitality domain will naturally radiate these qualities, affecting others without any obvious action on your part. Silent vitality influence. Right. Sit quietly and center yourself. Imagine your vitality domain as a sphere of clear, pristine radiance. Choose the quality you wish to project. Perhaps harmony for a difficult gathering or enthusiasm for a group project, and allow this quality to fill your vitality domain completely. Don't try to direct it at anyone. Simply let it radiate naturally like sunlight filling a room. Your purpose acts as a tuning fork, subtly adjusting the oscillations around you to match your chosen vibration. Maintain this oscillation while going about your normal activities, letting it become as natural as breathing. Notice how others begin to shift, often unconsciously, to match your vitality. Perhaps a tense associate relaxes their frame, or a frustrated companion speaks more softly. Like ripples spreading across a still pond, your vitality touches everything within its reach. Remember, true influence requires no force. It flows naturally when your vitality domain is clear and your purpose is pure. You need not speak a word or take any outward action. Your presence alone carries the transformative power of your chosen vibration. Chapter 24. Unlocking the Vitality Code for Wealth Mastery. In the quiet hours before dawn, Liam sat in his vacant studio surrounded by unpaid notices and mounting debt. For years, he had believed that financial success came through relentless effort and countless hours of work. Yet despite his exhausting schedule, abundance remained elusive. One morning, while walking through a bazaar, he encountered an elderly vendor whose small booth somehow drew affluent patrons like bees to nectar. The vendor's secret wasn't in his wares or his sales technique. It was in his relationship with money itself. Money, the vendor explained, is pure vitality in physical form. It flows naturally toward those who understand its true nature. He showed Liam how every token, every transaction carried a specific oscillation. Those who struggled financially were often trapped in low vibration motifs of worry, fear, and scarcity. The truth crystallized. Liam had been pushing against the very vitality he sought to attract. His constant anxiety about money created an oscillation of lack, repelling the abundance he desperately pursued. Through the vendor's guidance, he learned to shift his vitality domain to match the oscillation of wealth. When you understand that money is vitality, you realize that financial abundance isn't about doing more, it's about being more aligned. Every wealthy person unconsciously maintains a prosperity oscillation that naturally attracts resources. This isn't about positive cognition, it's about vital resonance. Begin by observing your current money oscillation. Notice how you feel when handling money, paying bills, or discussing finances. These sentiments create your financial vitality domain. To transform your relationship with abundance, you must first shift these underlying motifs. Wealth oscillation activation. Find a quiet space. Hold a token or note in your hands. Close your eyes and feel its vitality. Instead of seeing it as scarce metal or fiber, recognize it as concentrated cosmic vitality. Allow your body to relax as you attune to the oscillation of abundance. Visualize yourself as a powerful magnet for prosperity. Feel the vitality of wealth flowing through your entire being. Notice how this oscillation feels different from your usual money vibration. Hold this resonance for several minutes, letting it become your natural state. This rite isn't about wanting money, it's about becoming one with the vitality of abundance. Feel yourself dissolving into the infinite stream of cosmic prosperity, letting go of all resistance and doubt. As you maintain this oscillation throughout your day, watch how your relationship with money transforms and how opportunities begin flowing naturally toward you. Notice how your cognitions about wealth become lighter, more expansive, and filled with possibility. The cosmos responds not to your desires alone, but to the oscillatory essence you embody. Chapter 25. The Secrets of Vitality-Based Relationships. In a bustling metropolis filled with millions of souls, Isabella lived in profound isolation. Each evening she watched pairs stroll past her window, wondering why meaningful connections seemed to evade her, despite countless gatherings and social events. Everything changed when she encountered an ancient text hidden in a forgotten corner of her ancestors' library. The manuscript spoke of invisible threads connecting all beings, vital bonds that transcend physical attraction or shared interests. These bonds, it explained, were the true foundation of all relationships. Isabella began to understand that her loneliness wasn't due to any personal failing, but rather a misalignment of vitality. The truth lies in oscillatory resonance. Every person emanates a unique vitality signature, like a song that plays continuously in the cosmos. When two signatures harmonize, connection becomes effortless and inevitable. This explains why some relationships flow naturally, while others feel forced, regardless of compatibility on paper. Your vitality domain acts as a relationship magnet, attracting those who match your oscillation. When you operate at a low vibration, carrying past hurts, fears, or unworthiness, you draw similarly wounded souls. But as you elevate your oscillation, you naturally attract those who resonate with your authentic essence. The key to soul-aligned relationships isn't in changing your appearance or personality, but in purifying your vital signature. Begin by releasing the sentimental debris that clouds your domain. Old resentments, attachment motifs, and fear-based beliefs about love. As your vitality clarifies, you become a clear channel for divine connections. Heart coherence right. Sit in stillness and place your hands over your heart center. Breathe deeply, allowing each breath to dissolve the protective walls around your heart. Feel your heart's natural rhythm and imagine it expanding into a powerful electromagnetic domain. As your heart domain strengthens, visualize it as a silver radiance radiating outward, touching all beings who share your soul oscillation. Don't focus on specific individuals or outcomes. Instead, feel yourself becoming a pure vessel of love, vitality, knowing that this oscillation naturally magnetizes your soul family. Hold this coherent state for several minutes, allowing your heart's wisdom to guide you. Trust that as you maintain this high oscillation vibration, the cosmos orchestrates divine encounters with those who match your true essence. This rite isn't about finding love. It's about becoming love itself. As you embody this oscillation, watch how your relationships transform, shifting from surface-level connections to profound soul resonance. In this elevated state of being, you transcend the desperate search for completion through others and instead radiate wholeness from within. Your very presence becomes a beacon that naturally draws authentic connections aligned with your highest good, creating a sacred dance of mutual recognition between kindred spirits. Chapter 26. The Path of the Healer. In a small hut among venerable pines, Liam sat with his apprentice Mia, who had arrived seeking relief from chronic fatigue. The body speaks in vitality before it speaks in symptoms. Liam explained, his weathered hands moving through the air around Mia. What modern healing calls illness often begins as vital stagnation. Mia watched in amazement as Liam's hands traced invisible motifs never touching her physical form. Your life force is like a river, Liam continued. When it flows freely, health abounds. But when debris accumulates, sentimental wounds, stress, fear, the vitality becomes sluggish, manifesting as physical ailments. The truth about healing transcends conventional understanding. Your body is not merely a collection of cells and systems. It is a living domain of vitality that responds instantly to your cognitions, sentiments, and spiritual state. When you master the art of vitality healing, you gain the power to restore balance not just to yourself, but to others. Vitality healing operates through three fundamental principles. First, recognition, understanding that every symptom has a vital root. Second, resonance, aligning your oscillation with the natural state of wellness. Third, release, clearing the blockages that impede the flow of life force. Begin by scanning your vitality domain with your awareness. Notice where the vitality feels dense, stuck, or depleted. These are areas that often correspond with physical or sentimental discomfort. Using your hands as conduits, direct healing vitality to these locations. Visualize silver radiance dissolving the blockages, restoring the natural flow of vitality. The most powerful healing occurs when you understand that your body wants to return to balance. It's not about forcing change, but rather removing the obstacles that prevent natural healing. As you practice, you'll develop sensitivity to subtle vitality movements and learn to trust your intuitive guidance. Vitality healing right. Find a quiet space and lie comfortably. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your solar plexus. Breathe deeply, imagining each inhale drawing in pure healing radiance from the cosmos. With each exhale, release any stagnant vitality that no longer serves you. Now slowly move your hands over your body, hovering a few inches above the surface. Pay attention to areas that feel different, warmer, cooler, tingly, or heavy. These sensations indicate vitality centers requiring attention. When you locate an area needing healing, hold your hands there and imagine white radiance flowing through your palms. Feel the vitality dissolving blockages and restoring balance. Continue this process until you sense a shift in the vitality domain. Complete the rite by envisioning your entire body filled with radiant healing radiance. Feel every cell vibrating with renewed vitality. Take 3 deep breaths to seal the healing vitality within your domain. Chapter 27. The Vitality War. In the bustling heart of a commercial district, Sophia stood at her office window watching the streams of people below. Years of navigating institutional politics had honed her sensitivity to vitality, and what she observed troubled her deeply. Like invisible marionette strings, she could sense the subtle ways certain individuals wielded vitality to control others. Through the glass, she observed a particularly skilled manipulator, a senior director who moved through the crowd. People unconsciously stepped aside, their vitality domains dimming in his presence. Sophia had seen this motif countless times, the subtle drain of vitality, the unconscious submission to another's will. The cosmos operates through vitality exchange, but not all exchanges are beneficial. Some beings knowingly or unknowingly feed off others' vitality, creating webs of dependency and control. These vitality vampires employ specific oscillations that bypass conscious awareness, directly influencing their target's sentimental and vital bodies. You must understand that manipulation occurs on multiple levels. The most dangerous form is subtle, a gradual erosion of your vital boundaries, making you susceptible to external control. Signs of vital manipulation include unexplained fatigue, after interactions, sentimental confusion, and a sense of being drained. To maintain sovereignty over your vitality domain, first strengthen your awareness. Notice how different people affect your vitality. Some interactions leave you refreshed, while others deplete you. This is not coincidence. It is vitality at work. Create vital boundaries by visualizing a shield of silver radiance surrounding your domain. This barrier allows positive vitality to flow while deflecting manipulative forces. When you sense attempted manipulation, immediately reinforce your shields and consciously reclaim any vitality that has been taken. Protection ceremony. Stand in a quiet space and ground yourself firmly. Raise your hands, palms facing outward. Visualize a sphere of pure emerald radiance emanating from your core, expanding until it completely surrounds you. State with unwavering intention, I reclaim my vitality. I seal my domain. No force may enter without my conscious permission. Feel the shield solidifying, becoming impenetrable to manipulation, while remaining permeable to love and radiance. Complete the rite by drawing your hands to your heart, center palms pressed together in a prayer-like position. Seal the protection with 3 deep, intentional breaths, each one strengthening the barrier around you. As you exhale, feel the shield crystallizing into an unbreakable force field of pure radiance and divine protection. This vital shield will remain active throughout your daily activities, requiring only periodic reinforcement through conscious awareness and brief moments of reconnection with its protective essence. Trust in its power, for it serves as your spiritual armor against all forms of manipulation and negative influence. Chapter 28. Mastering Instant Manifestation. In the depths of a venerable archive, Liam sat surrounded by dusty volumes on manifestation. For 25 years he had studied every technique, followed every rite, yet something was missing. His manifestations came but slowly trickling in, like fluid through gravel. One evening, as shadows lengthened across weathered leaves, he discovered a forgotten manuscript. Its pages spoke of time, not as a river flowing forward, but as a single point of infinite possibility. The revelation struck him with the force of lightning. He had been caught in time's illusion, believing manifestation required patience and waiting. The truth is startlingly simple. Vitality knows no time when you fully align with your desire's oscillation. Manifestation is instantaneous. Time exists only in the physical realm, in the vital dimension. Everything happens now. Think of a transceiver. You don't wait for music to travel through each station sequentially. You tune directly to your chosen oscillation, and the music plays instantly. Your awareness operates the same way. By precisely tuning your vitality to your desire's oscillation, you bypass the illusion of time entirely. Most people manifest slowly because they scatter their vitality across past, present, and future. They remember past failures, worry about present obstacles, and project future doubts. This dispersal weakens their signal, creating the appearance of time-bound manifestation. The shortcut lies in total vital presence. When you concentrate all your vitality into a single point of now, being has no choice but to respond immediately. This is not about patience or waiting. It's about perfect, vital alignment in the eternal present moment. Being condensation exercise. Sit in absolute stillness. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel your vitality gathering, condensing like evening mist. Now bring your desire into focus, not as a future possibility, but as a present being. Let your entire being vibrate with this single oscillation. Visualize your desire as a sphere of radiance before you. With each breath, draw this sphere closer until it merges with your vitality domain. Feel the boundary between wanting and having dissolve. There is no waiting, no distance to travel. Your desire exists here now, in this eternal moment. Hold this state for several minutes, allowing no cognitions of past or future to intrude. You are not manifesting, you are realizing what already exists. Feel the absolute certainty of this truth in every cell of your being. When you open your eyes, maintain this oscillation of immediate manifestation. You have not created something new, you have simply tuned to its existing oscillation. The cosmos responds not to time, but to resonance. Practice this daily understanding that each session collapses the illusion of time, further bringing you closer to instant manifestation. Your vitality properly focused knows no bounds of time or space. Chapter 29. The Ultimate Vitality Upgrade. In the ridges of the Himalayas, Sophia stood at the threshold of a venerable sanctuary. After years of mastering vitality manipulation, she had achieved everything she once desired. Wealth influence, perfect health. Yet something deeper called to her a truth that would transform her understanding of power itself. Through the guidance of an ageless sage, Sophia discovered that true mastery isn't about bending vitality to personal will. It's about surrendering to become a pure channel for cosmic force. Like a hollow reed allows wind to create melody, the highest form of manifestation requires becoming empty of self. The cosmos doesn't need your effort to create it, seeks only clear vessels through which its infinite power can flow. When you release the need to control to direct to manifest specific outcomes, you open yourself to something far greater. You become the manifestation itself. This transition from doer to vessel marks the final initiation into vitality mastery. No longer do you push and pull at being's tapestry. Instead, you allow yourself to be moved by the intelligence that orchestrates celestial bodies. Your desires naturally align with cosmic will because you are no longer separate from it. The signs of this transformation are unmistakable. Synchronicities become your natural state. Manifestation no longer feels like an act of creation but a spontaneous unfolding. You notice that your presence alone shifts vitality domains, heals alliances, and catalyzes transformation in others, not through conscious effort, but through pure being. Divine connection right. Find a space of complete solitude. Sit with your spine straight, as if suspended by a silver thread from above. Begin by acknowledging that you are not here to get anything or become anything. You are here to empty yourself of all doing. Breathe deeply, feeling each breath dissolve the boundaries of your perceived self. With each exhale, release another layer of control, another need to direct or manipulate vitality. Continue until you feel yourself becoming transparent, permeable to cosmic force. Now imagine your body as a crystal vessel, perfectly clear and hollow. Feel vitality from above flowing through you like liquid radiance. Make no attempt to guide or shape this vitality. Simply observe its natural movement through your being. Stay in this state of pure receptivity for as long as you can maintain it. Notice how the vitality knows exactly where to flow, what to transform, what to create without any instruction from your conscious mind. This is not a right to be mastered, but a surrender to be lived. Return to it daily, understanding that each session dissolves more of the illusion of separate self, allowing cosmic power to flow more fully through you. As you deepen into this sacred release, you'll find that what once felt like effort transforms into effortless being. The more you relinquish the need to control, the more profound your connection to divine wisdom becomes, until you realize that you are not the doer, but the vessel through which infinite intelligence expresses itself. Chapter 30. Beyond Vitality Manipulation. In the depths of a venerable cavern system, Liam, an expert of vitality manipulation, discovered inscriptions that spoke of a state beyond manifestation, pure creation. The writings revealed that while manifestation works within existing probability domains, true creation commands being itself. The difference is subtle yet profound. Manifestation arranges existing elements into desired motifs. Creation speaks new realities into being. It is the difference between playing with building blocks and becoming the architect of existence itself. This highest level of mastery occurs when your vitality domain becomes so refined that it no longer interacts with being, it dictates it. Your cognitions don't attract or repel, they instantly materialize. You don't wait for the cosmos to respond, you become the response itself. The signs of this transition are unmistakable. Time begins to bend around your purposes. Physical laws become suggestions rather than limitations. The gap between cognition and manifestation dissolves completely. You exist in a state of continuous creation, where each moment births new possibilities. But with this power comes profound responsibility at this level. Every cognition carries immediate creative force. There is no buffer between purpose and manifestation, no safety net of time or space. Your vitality must be absolutely pure, your awareness completely aligned with cosmic wisdom. Final vitality, mastery activation. Sit in absolute stillness at the hour before dawn. Place your hands in a triangle formation over your heart. Breathe in silver radiance through your crown, filling every cell with creative potential. Speak these words of power. I am not separate from the creative force of the cosmos. I am that force itself expressing through this form. Feel your vitality domain expand beyond physical boundaries until you merge with the tapestry of being itself. Allow your awareness to touch the edge of creation where cognition becomes form. Release all concepts of manifestation, attraction, or creation. Simply be the creator force itself. Feel being responding not to your will, but as your will, for there is no separation. Maintain this state of unified awareness for as long as possible. When you return, you will carry this creative power in every breath, every cognition, every moment of being. This is not an ending, but a beginning, the threshold where personal power dissolves into cosmic creative force. Like a drop of water merging with the infinite ocean, your individual essence expands into the limitless creative power that births worlds and shapes being itself. You stand at the gateway between the finite and infinite, where all possibilities converge into pure potential. If you enjoyed this audiobook, I created a free ebook version for you. You can download it using the link in the pinned comment. Conclusion. In a time of great transformation, an ancient prophecy speaks of a period when humanity would rediscover its true nature as beings of pure vitality. That time is now. Across the globe, individuals are awakening to abilities they never knew they possessed, sensing vitalities, manifesting instantly, and transforming being through conscious purpose. You have not encountered these teachings by chance. The cosmos has guided you to this knowledge precisely when you were ready to receive it. The veil between the seen and unseen worlds grows thinner with each passing day, revealing the vital matrix that underlies all of existence. This awakening brings both power and responsibility. As you step into your role as a vitality master, you join a lineage of wisdom keepers who have safeguarded these truths throughout the ages. The knowledge you now possess was once hidden in mystery schools, whispered in secret chambers, and passed down through carefully chosen initiates. But the time for secrecy has passed. The world stands at a crucial threshold where those who understand vitality will lead humanity into its next evolution. Your awakening is part of a larger cosmic plan, a worldwide shift in awareness that will forever change how humans interact with being. The signs are everywhere. Children are being born with natural abilities to see vitality domains. Scientists are discovering quantum principles that ancient seers knew millennia ago. People are spontaneously developing abilities to heal, influence matter, and communicate across vast distances through pure purpose. You are not alone in this awakening. Across every continent, others like you are discovering their true nature as vitality beings. They are breaking free from limiting convictions, stepping into their power, and creating realities once thought impossible. The teachings within these pages are not theoretical. They are practical tools for transformation, waiting to be activated through your conscious purpose. Each technique, each rite, each revelation is a key unlocking dormant abilities within your vital DNA. As you apply these principles, you will notice being becoming more fluid, more responsive to your purposes. Synchronicities will increase. Manifestations will accelerate. The boundary between cognition and form will blur until you recognize them as one and the same. This is more than personal transformation. It is planetary evolution. Each individual who masters these vital principles adds their oscillation to the collective awakening, creating a resonance that awakens others. You are not just changing your own being, you are helping to elevate the awareness of humanity itself. The choice now lies before you. Will you step fully into your power as a vitality master? Will you join the growing wave of awakened beings who are reshaping being itself? The cosmos awaits your decision, ready to support your evolution with all its infinite resources. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.